Drain doctors here at Paxton Street Homes. Video inspecting the external line. We're 200 foot out there at the SDR to the manhole. Going to pull back and show you the line. There was some roots sections that were growing in. Cut them out with the jet here today. Going to pull back and show you the best video that we can get of this. Right there's the SDR to the 6-inch terracotta connection at 190 foot. They are running a lot of water. Right here, as you can see, there was a decent amount of tree roots growing in right at this point. Got them cut out the best we could with the sewer jet. Right here, there was some more roots growing in also. Right there's another joint they were growing in. Also another joint. Right there about 10, 11 o'clock on the screen, you can see the terracotta is cracked up to that joint. Right there's a little bit of tree roots growing in. Right here we're going into a section of pipe that we're coming out of right now that holds a little bit too much water, and it's a little bit harder to see with the camera. As you can see, right there's a crack around that whole piece of pipe, that whole joint. And also right there on the bottom coming up, right there around 8, 9 o'clock on the screen, going the whole way to the top of the joint. Right here was another spot some roots were growing in. Right there's a spot that roots were growing in. Tried to jet this joint out several times. The root is just too thick at that point. Right there, this was where it was infested with tree roots. Tried to jet these joints out several times. This is as best as the jet could get it. Right through here there was some roots growing in. Right there, this was also infested with tree roots. Ran the jet through the joint several times. Right there's another section with some heavy tree roots growing in. Also tried to run the jet through and cut it the best as possible. Right there around 3-4 o'clock, you can see the terracottas cracked pretty good on the bottom, and there's roots growing in. Jetted this again several times. Right there's some tree roots growing in around 8-9 o'clock. Now we are back at the clean out end of recording for the external sewer line.